Professor Russell, I'll start with you. I've been through a number of these hearings for nominees. I consider this panel, like most of the others, in fact, virtually all of them, well-qualified people. The obvious questions which will be asked are related to your temperament, your knowledge of the law, and any prejudice you bring to this aspiration. You, of course, having written extensively on sentencing and been engaged in public defense, may raise some questions among some panelists. Would you like to address that initially?
Thank you, Senator. So I began my career, as I mentioned, as a law clerk. So I saw firsthand, first clerking for the Honorable Michael B. Mukasey in the Southern District, and then for Judge Straub on the Second Circuit. I saw firsthand the role of the judge. And in both these judges, I saw them approach cases with an open mind and bring to bear impartiality, setting aside any of their past experiences or views. So I know what it means to be in that role as judge, and I know how different that role is from an academic or a policy advisor or from someone who is an advocate in the court system. So in my career, I have held those different positions. So from being a law clerk, I moved to be an assistant federal public defender, and then I moved into clinical law teaching, and so have worked with students to represent indigent clients in a range of different types of cases, mostly civil, and most recently at Quinnipiac Law School. And we have done all different cases in state court, in federal court, before administrative agencies, helping people not just with issues related to the criminal justice system, but also with child support issues, with employment issues, and a range of different issues. So I do think my career has had a broad scope, and I have also had the opportunity to be a policy advisor of types in issues as well. Finally, I'll say, Senator, that I've been called upon the court to serve in some other capacities. So I serve as counsel to our Federal Grievance Committee for the District of Connecticut, and that's a position that the Chief Judge asked me to serve in. And the Chief Justice of the Connecticut Supreme Court had previously asked me to serve on the Committee for Judicial Ethics. So I've worked with the court system in those capacities as well. So I do think I have had a broad career and now have a sense of the role of judge as being quite different than those other roles I've occupied.
And certainly your service as clerk to Judge Mukasey brings to this panel, well acquainted with the judge, an indication that you have at least dabbled in the political spectrum when it comes to legal questions. So thank you for that. Judge Keel, what an amazing story you have in your family, a family of immigrants who came with nothing and made such a great life here in this country. Please share with us any thoughts you have that, as your aspiration to this judgeship is underway, as to what that means in light of your family background.
Sure. Thank you, Senator. Senator Booker spoke about the entire circle that I've come to, where my parents were naturalized in the same courthouse where I now sit. And it means so much to me. At my investiture, I surprised my parents with a framed portrait of their naturalization certificates, and those are hanging at the entrance to my chambers as a constant reminder of what an incredible country that we live in and the opportunities that we have. I do want to make one correction, and Senator Menendez talked about my mother putting in the $40 at the offering plate on that first Sunday, and my mother is sitting here at my investiture. When I said that, she took me aside afterwards and said, the next time you talk about that, it was $50. So get it right. So, Mom, I got it right today. But, Senator, it is an incredible legacy, an incredible gift that our parents have given to us to get to the successes that my brothers and I have. Thank you.
We have a common experience. My mother was an immigrant, and her naturalization certificate is behind my desk in my Senate office, and on the corner is a little receipt for the filing fee of $2.50. Okay. And I asked her why she kept that receipt, and she said, if the government ever challenged me, I can prove it. But I paid the $2.50. Thank you very much.